Goodbye.
Goodbye. Пока-пока. Очень приятно. Oh, you're so wet with the rain. All right, we're gonna go get some insurance. Hello. Здравствуйте.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Lamborghini.
What kind of license plate you have?
American.
American. What's the next country after Kazakhstan?
So I'll do Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan,
Yeah.
and then Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, and then after that, I'm not sure. I think maybe I'll go up to do Tajikistan and Pakistan, all the stands, stand, and then head to
Пакистан
Asia.
он не побоялся проехать.
Are you afraid of countries like Afghanistan, Pakistan? For US citizens, it's not.
I mean, everyone told me not to go to Russia. Yeah. Like everyone said, they said don't go to Moldova, don't go to Transnistria, don't go to Russia, don't go to Belarus, don't go to certain parts of London. You know, people say like all these things, and you go, and then the people are so nice. So.
Откуда, не понял, а куда итоговая точка?
What's your final destination?
I'm doing the whole world. So I'll do all of Asia and Africa, Middle East, South America, and back to North America.
How many time you playing spend for this travel?
Не знаю.
For example,
I don't know, it could be years. I mean, if you do like the calculation, if I do 2 weeks per country, something like this, it will be like 7 years.
Как у него по-американски?
What do they need for the insurance? Yeah, because I do have another meeting in town.
Паспорт, СТС и права.
СТС и водитель.
Passport, title, and the driver license.
Okay. It's about as sketchy looking as it gets. Like some old abandoned gas station. Late at night, in the dark, with some dudes. Big old Putin posters all over the wall. What's this passport? What country is this?
Kyrgyzstan.
Кыргызстан.
Kyrgyzstan. It's blue. Kyrgyzstan. Oh. It's like very blue. I've never seen. Okay.
Yeah.
Kyrgyzstan. Oh.
А почему именно Lamborghini, Андрю?
Why?
I understand the question.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because people ask this. Like, I wanted to do something different, something that not everyone had done before, and like do it in a crazy vehicle to prove it can be done. Because everyone goes in fucking Sprinter van or G-Wagon or like Land Rover, or Toyota Land Cruiser, which is like the most practical. But it's boring.
I prefer Ram. Ram is a. Okay, yeah, I know why.
I'm a Ford guy. I'm a Ford guy.
Даже худи
Not Dodge.
Yeah. You have a dress.
I have merch. Yeah.
Сзади посмотри.
Yeah.
What's your bag?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I got it.
Биткоин написано?
Yeah. Why there is right Bitcoin?
It's the saying, like, because now the Bitcoin's gone so high up.
Yeah.
It's expensive. Like for a Bitcoin or 2 Bitcoins, really, you can buy a Lambo. So the whole joke is like, you know, a Bitcoin is пиздец, it's nothing, you know. But a Lambo, you can a Lambo. Yeah, you can touch it.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can touch it.
Yeah. How do you say touch it?
Трогать.
Трогит.
Трогать.
Трогит.
Так, это...
Трогит.
Ну вообще, the right word потрогать.
Потрогать.
Ну ладно, это
Потрогать.
все ерунда, он
Потрогать.
кому-нибудь вдул тут уже.
So what's wood? How do you say wood?
Wood?
Yeah.
Дерево.
So потрогать дерево. Like
Дерево.
if you want to knock
Потрогать
on.
дерево.
Потрогать
А ты с
Дерево.
с Сериком давно
Дерево.
еще не виделся?
Потрогать дерево. What did he
Did
say?
you know как
Эрик?
Эрик Давыдович is a
Ah,
blogger.
yeah.
Did you meet with him?
Yeah, I haven't met him. I saw his car downtown, and we've talked on Instagram, but he doesn't speak English.
Are you sure about Azerbaijan? Because
Right now the borders are
closed.
closed, so I don't even think about it. I go to like where I'm going, and if I need to take a detour, I take a detour, and I can always circle back, you know, to get to the place. Because the thing is, like, my journey is so long, governments change. You know, like in Africa, they can have a country that's perfectly peaceful and it'll be civil war by the time I'm there.
Yeah.
Or they could be civil war right now and when I get there, they're peaceful.
What do you think about Iran?
Right now it's difficult
Yeah.
as an American.
Yeah.
Maybe for Iran I need the Russian passport.
Yes.
То
In Russia?
Даже просто.
No Russian.
Okay.
А, вы
La blue Russia.
Very, very good.
Did you meet somebody? I mean, girls in Russia?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Good answer.
Вот это надо будет отдать.
What? Oh, it's a gift for you.
What he has, dead bodies.
На. Объясни, что это такое.
Is it?
Но прикручивать везде
Is it
Нельзя, да.
You can't make this, but you can keep it in your
Это
wall,
как
for
сувенир.
example. It's a souvenir.
What's it say?
Is it we like a body know each other for a long time? Color from police
Please.
car. Yeah.
Спасибо. Приятно. All right, y'all. So what started out seeming a little sketchy ended up being pretty cool. Those guys were super nice, curious, and very friendly to gift me the police plate. That's super cool. I wonder if I put that on the front of the car, if they'll stop pulling me over, or if that'll make it worse. I don't know. Maybe we'll put it up on Instagram and ask some friends what people think if I put that plate on the front. But anyway, I've got to go check into a hotel because it's been 7 days and you have to check in every 7 days. And yeah, let's roll. But yeah, that's the process, getting insurance in Russia. Now, they said over the phone when they were texted a picture that my insurance that I picked up at the border was not legit, that it was like fake insurance or something like that. Those guys were very talkative, and I just didn't want to spend tons of extra time in there going back and forth, so I didn't show them the old one and ask, because it was irrelevant. I needed new insurance, and I got new insurance, so. Okay, y'all, just checked into a hostel, and I'm gonna camp in the car. 1 hour and 40-ish, 45 minutes to check in to a hostel in Russia. Why it took so long, I don't know. It was just like going over the documents. There's so many documents here. Passport, registration card. I guess it's not that many documents, but I don't know why it takes so long. I feel like everything takes so long in Russia. I don't know what that is about or why it is. I feel like, you know what? I would just say this blank statement. I feel like anything that involves bureaucracy or business pretty much takes longer anywhere else around the world than the US, unless you know a guy, and then it's really freaking fast, way faster than the US. So if you're plugged in, it's fast. If you ain't plugged in, it's really slow. This is like the lesson I've learned anywhere in the world. Excuse me. Like in, not Morocco, in Montenegro. When you know a guy who's able to do things for you, politically, it happens fast. Like bam, 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 bam. But if you don't, you're getting in line and it's taking freaking forever. And I feel like that's just basically how the world works. Basically. If you're in the US, you have the maximum level of equal opportunity inherently and under the law than any other country in the world. Really. That's why everyone wants to go to the US. It really makes sense to me. After traveling to a quarter of the world, it makes total sense. I absolutely, totally am very patriotic. Very patriotic. I love the US. I've been to a lot of countries, some that have better foods, maybe some that have better, climates, some, weather, this kind of thing in some areas. But I think if you just swallow it up as a whole and you look at like a whole entire area, the U.S. is just the best country on earth, really. I think it is. I think there's lots of places I could see myself living, other countries-wise, and being there for, parts of a year or something like that. But when it comes to just overall fairness, equal opportunity, like the American dream, really, it's really, in my opinion, alive and well in the U.S. And to hear some of the stories from people around here and to see then how their whole geopolitical system works, Excuse me, I'm very tired, as you can see. It's really eye-opening, and it makes me feel so blessed to be born in the U.S. because look, we should just be thankful. We should be thankful that we have good health when we wake up in the morning. That's like you've won the genetic lottery. You should be thankful that you're born in the U.S. if you're born in the U.S. And you should be thankful that you should be thankful you're born in Germany if you're born in Germany, or if you're born in, Yugoslavia, if you're born in Soviet Union. Okay, screw it. Even if you're born in Yemen, you should be thankful that you were given the opportunity to see how bad things can get. And somehow you still speak English, because if you're watching this video from Yemen, you obviously speak English. So you've put yourself in a better situation. And that's the biggest thing, putting yourself in a situation that can better yourself. I don't know how we got on this speech, but look, it's all about how you move around in the world. And if you're in the US, you could argue that it's a lot easier, obviously, because you have equal opportunity. If you grew up in the ghetto of the US, you're going to have a better opportunity to success than if you grew up in the ghetto in Rome or in Sicily, or in Moscow, whatever part's the ghetto, I don't know, this kind of thing. But everywhere there's opportunity. Everywhere you can put your head down to the pavement. Dang, yawning a lot. Put your head down to the pavement, hear the drum beat, and go where you're needed. There's always going to be opportunity anywhere in the world. I really stand by that. And I've heard stories and met people from very poor African countries that persevered. Very tired. Can't even speak English hardly. And made their own success out of just working hard and being smart, and being willing to fail and just going and failing so that you can learn to do better. And that's what I did. I mean, I went as a kid. I remember learning rejection was by going door to door. As a little kid, I had my wagon, and I tried different things with the little Red Ryder wagon. I would try going like door to door and knocking on the doors and say, hey, here's all my tools. Like, you guys need any landscape work done? And I also would go, oh, there's a bug in my car. I also would go just with like little flyers and pass out, and ask people if they need any handyman work or gardening or landscape or lawn mowing or anything like that. I mean, I did anything, and got rid of that bug. A lot of people rejected, but starting when you're young, your mind's young, your body's young, you're always going to be in a better situation than when you're older. So here I was as like a 13-year-old kid knocking on the door. They're going to be much more friendly to being open and receptive to receiving me than if I was, dang it, too much yawning, a 30-year-old, dude. So always start now, not tomorrow. There's a saying in Russian, I don't remember the exact, it's like later is later, now is now, or something like that. Something like that, yeah. And the point is, you're going to be older tomorrow. But you're here today. You have the blessing of being on this earth today. Take the opportunity. Go and do it. So let this video be an inspiration to you. If you are thinking about doing something, just go do it. That's it. That's all I can say. I think that the more people around the world that can bring themselves up, then the better the entire world is. And if we look back, that's factual. If we look back, at the peasants that were serving in servitude to the kings 200 years ago, you see that. You see that, those were the everyday folk that were living in complete squalor. Well, now as the whole, obviously there's still some countries, some cities, some areas that are blighted. But in large, the poorest live like kings did 200 years ago. They have access to medicine, mostly. Have access to some sort of food. mostly, have access to a clean road to walk on, you know, where you're not stepping over poop, where you can get fresh water. I mean, in most countries of the world, majority of the population of the world has those opportunities. So that's why I think we should just all work together and think smart, work hard, bring ourselves up as a group, as a total population, and everyone does better. Especially with innovation and such. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed because it's tired. It's tiring. I'm tired. Anyway, y'all know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe down below. And stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. And let me know if you like this kind of unedited vlog style, or if you think it should be mashed, you know, cut down more and chopped up with some music and sound effects. It's a lot of work to do that. But I could probably get a remote editor or something like that and take all my vlogs, send it to him each day, have him edit it the next day, and then post it the following day or something like that. There's many opportunities. So, at any rate, have a good night, guys.
Photo,
Hello.
no problem.
Yeah, not right here. Police.
Ah, no problem. No problem. Photo.
Photo, okay. Yeah. Where are you from?
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, I go to Kazakhstan next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Almaty.
Almaty.
Almaty, very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Хорошо.
Hello.
Спокойной ночи. Ciao. This guy's great. He stopped me on the middle of the highway.